unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, this is your boy Martin G. I'm coming on here live, uncut, unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil. All right. All right, come on in, come on in. We got a lot of interesting things to talk about. The troops are coming. They are coming. They are coming. It has been confirmed. The troops are coming. Now, what are we going to do? What are we going to say? The troops are coming, people. Come on in, come on. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Be glad in it. And I appreciate y'all coming on tonight. This is a real serious topic that we've been talking about lately. And you see me, I've done the lights, the cameras, everything. And I want you guys to come on here and let's do what we do. All right, come on in, come on in, come on in. I want to make it easy for everybody. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. All right. I'm going to pin this post up. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to do a lot of screen sharing, and it's going to be a lot. And I think I'm going to go first. I'm going to lead the charge, and I'm going to get some of these screens up, and it's a lot going on, people. A lot going on. Donald Trump is he's on a rampage here, and there's a war going on. Yeah, there's a war going on. All right. Donald Trump and J.B. Pritzker, they're going at it. They are going at it, and I'm going to put it up there on the screen. And all right, this is Donald Trump talking. He said that he's 6 people were killed and 24 people were shot in Chicago last weekend. And J.B. Pritzker, the weak and pathetic governor of Illinois, just said that he doesn't need help preventing crime. He is crazy. He better straighten it out fast, or we're coming in mega President DJT, Donald Trump. And mega mean make America great. All right. Then J.B. Pritzker said, Governor J.B. Pritzker said, why don't you send everyone proof of the first life? Either way, Chicago doesn't want you. All right, this is going on, people. This is what we're witnessing right here. Come on in, come on in. Some of you guys don't want this, but it's going down. It's going down. Come on in, come on in, come on in. All right, this is the day. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil. I love being black. Mm-hmm. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in, come on in. Yeah. All right. I need y'all to come on in, come on in. So we can get this going. Mm-hmm. Yep, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. People. Come on in. All right. We got them coming in on X. We got them coming in on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, YouTube Live. Hey, if you're on YouTube, I need you guys to come right on in and make sure you guys make sure you come in and let me hit this real quick. I want you guys to come on in real quick and like, share before I get started. Like, share. All right. We're going to go in and read some comments. And man, I got a lot going on. Tone, what's up, Tone? What's going on? That's my main. Kiki, what's up, Kiki? I see you. Lisa, what's up? I see you. All right. Natasha Bradley, I see you. Appreciate you. Bridges, is that Prima Donna? Hey, everyone. All right. Lynette Buford, I see you. Tracy Taylor, I see you. It's about time, huh? Somebody says about time. All right. Scott. All right. Monique Gregg, what's going on? I see you. Divine Order. All right, y'all got to hit that like button. Y'all heard them. Woo! It's going to be a long night tonight. I can tell. I know that phone line going to be jamming tonight. Jamming. Leroy Felton Jr., they need their president, but won't let Hoover help them. Facts. Okay. Olivia, what's going on? I see you. All right. Well, we got an option, people. Y'all want them to come in, and Travis, what's up, brother? I see you. Kendrick, what's going on? I see you. All right. Starks, you're back. I ain't been seeing you, Marty. You got to hit that follow button. Go on YouTube. Hit that YouTube. I've been on here. I promise you, I've been on here. Hit that YouTube button. Hit it. Hit that YouTube button. I'm on Twitter X tonight. I want you guys to come on in. All right. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to go back to this post. Donald Trump says 6 people were killed and 24 people were shot in Chicago last weekend. Didn't I tell you Donald Trump is watching us? And J.B. Pritzker, the weak and pathetic governor of Illinois, just said that he doesn't need help in preventing crime. He is crazy. He better straighten it out fast, or we're coming. Mega President Donald Trump. And Governor Pritzker, he said, why don't you send everyone proof of life first? Either way, Chicago doesn't want you here. Wow, it's a deep statement to say. Okay, so Chicago don't want you here. All right. We're going to go to a video, though. Let me see if I can hit that. All right, we're gonna. I just want to put that out there a little bit so you guys can hear that. All right, now people, we got 33 people on Facebook, 33 people on YouTube. All right, and the other little Facebook, three people. All right, now listen, people. Now here we are, and I know that some of us are we're Democrats. I'm a Democrat. I'm a registered Democrat, and I know some of us we don't want no Republicans in here. But we want federal help with the funds. We definitely want that. So people, I asked a great question the other night. Are we satisfied with the crime that's happening right here in the city of Chicago? Could it be better? Could we be better, do better? Are we satisfied with what's going on? Okay, by us not accepting the troops, and we've already heard the story that Mayor Brandon Johnson, whom I voted for, said that he didn't want his officers to assist the troops when they come into Chicago. So we know that they're coming, and we're going to listen to Brandon Johnson. I got him on here somewhere. Let me see where I got Brandon Johnson's speech at. Okay, we can go to his speech. Let me hit this. Hold on. Let's bring Brandon Johnson in here. Brandon Johnson, we're going to bring you in the screen real quick because we need to hear from you. All right. Let me hit this.
This afternoon, let me start by saying this. I do not take this executive action lightly. I would have preferred to work in a more collaborative approach. I would have preferred to do the work with our allies in City Council to pass legislation ultimately. And we were doing that. We were doing just that. But some of the leaders who we are working with are standing behind me today. But unfortunately, we do not have the luxury of time. We have received credible reports that we have days, not weeks, before our city sees some type of militarized activity by the federal government. It is unclear at this time what that will look like exactly. We may see militarized immigration enforcement. We may also see National Guard troops. We may even see active duty military and armed vehicles in our streets. We have not called for this. Our people have not asked for this. But nevertheless, we find ourselves having to respond to this. Let me be absolutely clear. Although we believe the reports we have received are highly credible, this is an erratic, impulsive administration, and it is not always possible to understand and know exactly how he will move. He could change his mind, he could reverse course. In fact, I encourage him to do that. But still, we take these threats seriously, and we find ourselves in a position where we must take immediate, drastic action to protect our people from federal overreach. I'm signing an executive order today that will launch the Protecting Chicago Initiative. This is a project that builds on the months of preparation that we have done that has led up to this very moment. Protecting Chicago will ensure that every Chicagoan knows their rights, that every single family is prepared, and every part of city government is directed to protect the people of Chicago from federal action. This sweeping executive order directs our Department of Law to pursue any and every legal mechanism to hold this administration accountable for violating the rights of Chicagoans. This order affirms that the Chicago Police Department will not collaborate with military personnel on police patrols or civil immigration enforcement. We will not have our police officers, who are working hard every single day to drive down crime, deputized to do traffic stops and checkpoints for the president. This order affirms the CPD officers will be directed to wear CPD uniforms and refrain from wearing masks so that residents can clearly distinguish them from federal agents. And finally, as I said, it establishes the Protecting Chicago Initiative, the most sweeping campaign of any city in the country to protect ourselves from the threats and actions of this out-of-control administration. We will protect our Constitution, we will protect our city, and we will protect our people. We do not want to see tanks in our streets. We do not want to see families ripped apart. We do not want grandmothers thrown into the back of unmarked vans. We don't want to see homeless Chicagoans harassed or disappeared by federal agents. We don't want to see Chicagoans arrested for sitting on their porch. That's not who we are as a city, and that's not who we are as a nation. My team and I have spoken with the governor, the county president, and with our federal delegation, and we are in complete alignment. The time for action is now. With that, I will sign this executive order and then return for follow-up questions.
I'm going to move the mic right.
All right, people, y'all witness that. All right, let's take some calls. I'm going to put the call number up there. Let's take some calls. I really didn't get a chance to talk like the way I want to talk, but I want to hear from you guys. It's not about me today. It's about the public and those of us that's here in the city of Chicago. What would this look like? Is it Democrats against Republicans? What is it, people? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? All right, I'm gonna put it up there, and I need some callers to call in. This is live, uncut, unedited. We ready to discuss what's going on, people. All right, let me get that right. Get it right. All right, come on in, people. I need some callers. I definitely need some callers. Call in. The number is on the screen, 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. Appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. I know it's been a long week for some of us, working, trying to provide, trying to get ahead, trying to stay alive. So good. Oh, all right. Come on in, people. Come on in. I need some talking. I need some new callers today. We got a lot of regular callers that always call in, but I want to hear from some new people that have never called in today. And if you new and you calling in, let us know. This is you are a first-time caller. There's millions of people here in the city of Chicago, and I'm not just welcoming Chicago residents. You could be anywhere in the United States or even out the country. You may have a relative that live here in the city of Chicago. You may have been once a resident here in the city of Chicago. So I need you guys to call in and let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. Brandon Johnson. I need some new callers, people. I don't want the same callers all the time. Need some new callers. Call in so we can talk. So you guys always complain about the same people calling, but you're welcome to call in. The law is open. So I need you guys to come on in and call. Let's call. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, people. I'm here. I'm waiting to hear from you guys. I want to hear the response. I don't care if you call it from Baltimore, wherever you call it from. I want to hear from you. Let me get my lens focused. I want to hear everything from you guys right there. That's why I need to be right there. Right there. So come on, call in, people. We got one caller already on the live. He's a regular, but I need some more people to call. More people. You can call in even if you don't live in Chicago. We're talking about the troops are coming. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about crime. That's what we're talking about. I need you guys to come on in. I need at least about 4 or 5. I need some new callers today. We got Sarge. He's a regular caller. We're going to hear from him as well. But I need some new callers. And let's talk about this subject. Chicago, this is your time to speak. You never know. President Donald Trump might be listening in. If he not, he have his people scouting. You never know. What message do we want to send? All right? Do we need the troops? Are you tired of being carjacked? Are you tired of getting shot and killed? Are you tired of the snatching and grabbing? Are you tired of just being afraid? Coming out your homes, coming out your condominiums, coming out your rental apartments. Are you tired? Are you satisfied with the things that's going on here in the city of Chicago? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to text a couple of people. I need them to come on tonight. And while Sarge is talking, I will be listening. We will be listening. And we're taking more calls. The call-in number is on the screen. So, Sarge, we're going to open it up so you can hear. Please don't be too long now. You can't tell everything because we got some more folks that's going to be calling in, and we want to hear them. I need some new callers tonight. Come on, Sarge.
Hey, well, callers, y'all got to call in, give y'all opinion.
Thank you.
Call in, please.
Mm-hmm.
Martin fully understands my reasoning for not wanting things to go the direction they're going. He fully understands that. See, all of my opinions that I give, I don't give all my opinions on the show. There are things that I say that's just between me and thee, and that's it. And it ain't gonna reach no other ears. And he knows absolutely for sure that it's things that I'm not with that, because I already know what's gonna happen with a lot of these young people, and I don't want them grieving mothers grieving like that, because the young, whatever they call themselves, they will lose.
Mm-hmm.
See, they can get away with the stuff they get away with the Chicago Police Department. They're not going to get away with that with the feds. And they're especially not going to get away with it with the National Guard. Because all that's going to happen is one incident, like the rules of engagement, the ROE, says do not fire unless fired upon. But what they don't understand, if you fire upon one, that means you're firing upon all. So that gives everybody the opportunity that's in that area to fire.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you're dealing with people that could doggone sporadically shoot, opposed to people that could doggone pop 3 times per body in their doggone sights and drop you. I don't want that to happen. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a bloodbath. So, like I said,
Sarge, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question real quick. Now, all right, we know the National Guard is coming. It's been confirmed. Can't give you exact date.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying if the CIA, the ATF, Homeland Security, FBI, if they get fired upon, the National Guard can start shooting back, right? Can shoot. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Let me see.
The National Guard is outside of their rules of engagement.
Okay.
Although everybody is a federal authority, but is not military.
Okay.
See, the only people that have rules of engagement are the military, not any federal authorities.
Okay.
They have guidelines. Military has rules of engagements. It's a play on words.
Okay. Okay, now explain to me. Okay, let me explain to me because I'm confused now. Help me out. You know, I went to public school, so I'm a little slow. Just help me out. All right. Matter of fact, so when could the National Guard start shooting? I need to know that. What are their rules and engagements? Explain that to me. Give me a worst case scenario. Okay, go ahead.
Worst case scenario, you got a pack of teenagers. One person out that pack fires at the National Guard members. The National Guard members can fire at the complete whole pack to hit whoever fired at them.
Wow.
And you can't even sue the government for some wrongful death.
What? Okay.
Think about what happened in Kentucky after the George Floyd riots when somebody fired at the National Guard members and they fired amongst a group of civilians to include a store owner that was on their side, and they had multiple casualties. Look that story up. No lawsuits have ever been filed.
Okay, people.
Because as soon as they went, yeah.
Go ahead. I'll let you finish up.
So as soon as they went to try to do a lawsuit, it was like, you can't sue over that because the rules of engagement were, and there's video proof that they were fired upon. So that puts you in a situation of Trump or whoever was president, I don't remember who, they could have doggone declared martial law. And under the rules of martial law, you can't even sit on your freaking porch. They just tell you to go in your house. Man, you can't make me go in my house because they can come and just smack you, throw you in the back of the truck.
Okay, Sarge, hold it real quick. I just want to get some clarity. Hold it real quick. Let's go to a new caller, 716. Come on, caller, area code 716. Let's see what this caller has to say. Hey, caller, what's your comment, a thought, a question, or anything?
How you doing?
Now, you're going to ask a question, but it has to be to the panel and not me, okay? I just want to make that clear. I don't mind people asking questions, but go ahead, sir. Go ahead. This is not your first time calling, is it?
No, sir, not at all.
Right, okay, come on with it. All right, come on with it.
Just one thing I want to say is that I want the National Guard to come. We need the National Guard to come. I live in the neighborhood. I'm around the neighborhood. If you remember, you said, is this the first time you called? Nah, I'm the same youngster who I told you I'll be dealing with the youngsters in the neighborhood.
Okay. Okay.
We do need presence in the neighborhood. One thing about it, these kids now, they didn't come up the way we came up, so they cowards. They do everything off the internet. They want to sneak. They want to do certain things. That presence alone would deter a lot of violence. I want my mama to go to the grocery store and not be robbed. I want my sister to not be carjacked. I want my daughter to not be, you know what I mean?
Makes sense to me.
With the National Guard coming.
That makes 100% to me. Now, I don't know how it sounds to other people. I mean, let me ask you a question too, real quick. And I agree with everything you said, and I'm on board. Now, what are the reasons? This is a question to you. If you don't have to answer, you don't have to answer. Why you think that Chicago don't want President Donald Trump and the troops to come here? Well, the troops are coming. Why you think?
We can answer. We can answer that was just straight who Mayor Daley and his son was.
Mm-hmm.
It's a city of corruption. They don't want nothing. They don't want no oversight around here. They don't want. They don't want to be held accountable around here. They want to keep everything under the rug. Keep packing the numbers. Keep acting like everything is okay at 10%, 15% down low of killings, but still act like the other killings don't matter. It matters, bro. I don't care if it's 4 kids, 5 kids, and we down from it being 12 kids last year. It's still poor. So yes, bring them in.
Okay, cool. Okay, hold it. Don't go nowhere, bro. I wanna let me get these new callers. These callers calling in. Don't go nowhere because you know we have a panel. You know how I go here. Okay, area code 660. Come on, 660. What's your comments or thoughts?
And I feel like they need to come in, man.
Okay.
They need to come in. I mean, you got the community, the young folks in the streets, they fighting and beating up the police.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's facts. You know, they beating up the police, they fighting. So if the police can't control the streets, how people supposed to feel safe?
Mm-hmm.
They need it.
Okay.
You know, I mean,
I want to ask you a question. Why you think that J.B. Pritzker and Mayor Brandon Johnson don't want the troops here? Why you think? Can you just think of anything?
Well, it makes them look like they don't have control over the city, which the truth is they don't have control over the city.
Okay.
Not in the streets. I was just in Chicago tonight on the west side, and it's really a crime shame.
Can you tell me what you witnessed? Seeing?
And I witnessed everybody riding through the blocks. Everybody, they broke down, they disabled, they drugged out. It looked like the scene in New Jack City. And our city didn't used to look like that. Even when I was in the street, our city didn't look like that.
Wow. Now let me ask you a question. When you was on the west side today, did you feel safe?
I didn't. The only thing that made me feel safe that I was with the pastor, doing a little work with the pastor. And I felt safe just in the surroundings of the pastor and, you know, and what our location was at.
Okay. All right.
I ran from the.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Mark, is it okay if I ask the brother a question?
Oh, okay. 716. Okay, go ahead. You got permission. Go ahead. Thank you for asking me. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hey, look, I'm a biblical person. Did you feel as though like you was walking in Sodom and Gomorrah, and we're witnessing the last? I don't want to go that route, but I mean, are you witnessing it before your eyes, sir?
I witnessed it before my eyes. I've been a victim of it before my eyes. And what I witnessed today, that wasn't the city. Even when they was doing sweeps back in the 90s, and everybody was complaining about being violated. I mean, sad to say, but the truth, it worked.
It was structure. It was structure. We knew we had to take parameter, and certain things was consequences, and certain things we couldn't do because there's no more big homies on the block telling the little guys like, have a talent, you have something, you don't need to be in the streets, you need to chase a dream, and then you tell everybody on the book, leave him alone. He's going to school. He's going to the NFL. He's NBA. He's going to be a scientist. That whole aspect of the big brother aspect in the community been lost too, though. For real.
Okay, hold it 716.
Yeah.
Hold it 660. Go ahead, my brother. Continue talking.
And the thing is, it have, but at that point, it was the community that had the complaints, and a lot of the complaints was legitimate. Some people wasn't out on the block. They did get out of work and got caught up in these sweeps and all that. That truly did happen. But just imagine if they started back doing things like that in Chicago, how many guns they'll sweep off just by accident? A whole lot. They'll get a whole lot. That's what is needed. So the military coming in, the government coming in is needed. At some point, I mean, people paying too much rent out there to be, not to be safe. I mean, you ain't gonna live on no imaginary palace in the city, but I mean, just a little small faith that, hey, somebody helping. That go a long way.
Okay, hold it right there, brother. I'm gonna go to the next caller. You're welcome to stay. All right, we're going to the next caller. Actually, the last 4 digits of the telephone number is 50111. I think is that Trina? 5011.
Yeah.
Hey, Trina, do me a favor. Please try not to use no curse words, okay? Whatever you do, but you can talk, whatever you can scream, holler, I don't care, but try not to use no curse words, okay? Thank you. All right, go ahead, Trina.
So, do you guys remember when the National Guard was here in 2020?
Remind us if they don't.
The George Floyd protest, and the governor had the National Guard here because they were, was too much looting going on. I can't believe you guys don't remember the National Guard was just here during COVID for the George Floyd protest. You guys don't remember that? I know that in Dalton, we had a tank that was in front of Food for Less, and we had a Humvee that was in front of the Foot Locker out here, and there wasn't really nothing going on. But I know that most of the looting happened in Calumet City and Orland and things like that. But the National Guard was just here, so I guess it's okay for the governor to call the National Guard to stop looting, but it's not okay for the president to call the National Guard to stop shooting.
Say that again. I like that, what you just said. Say that again.
I said it's okay for the governor to call the National Guard for looting, but it's not okay for the president to call in the National Guard for shooting.
Okay.
The collateral damage is different, right?
Right.
That you're protecting the Gold Coast and retailers and had the bridges raised, but it's no alarm when you see all these mass shootings in Black and brown communities. It's way too much. So I don't understand why it's a different National Guard when Donald Trump calls them. But when J.B. Pritzker calls the National Guard, then they're respectable and they're here to help. But if President Trump calls the National Guard, then they're coming to violate our rights and they're coming to do all of these horrible things. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I heard Brandon Johnson say out his lips as a defense, President Trump is going to stop SNAP. Like, what is he doing? Well, who do they think they're talking to? No one is stopping SNAP. I know that there's been some things that's changed as far as snacks in some stores. However, no one has stopped SNAP benefits. But he's not going to answer to all the money that Chicago has spent on migrants. They want the migrants to be their new voting class. And they don't need us anymore because the Democrats have run game on Black people for decades and decades. And we're starting to, see what's really going on. So they don't need us as voting constituents anymore. They have a new voting class, which is called the migrants.
Trina.
And remember how...
Trina, just hold on. I want to say something. I just got a text that says that 3 people just got shot, and they said at 10-1 on 35th and State. So, I mean, the numbers just constantly climbing. So go ahead, Trina, but I just want to put that out there. I'm not there on the crime scene. I'm not going because I'm here tonight.
And remember, Martin, when they had red eye homicide, that study that was, and they were counting how many Black people died over the weekend.
Yeah, hold on, Trina. Go, keep talking, Trina. Go ahead. Don't worry. Keep talking. Go ahead. Keep talking.
When it started to be big numbers, they stopped doing the study. Idea how many Black and brown people are dying. We just see these stories on the news, and quite frankly, we become numb to it.
Wow.
Right. Remember when that baby John and Laya got shot, that 6-month-old baby?
Yeah. You're right. I remember that. I did. Yeah, I remember that. Jalea. Yeah.
Yeah, once we got over the shock of that, it's like when we hear kids getting killed now, it's like no big deal.
Right.
The normal.
So let me ask you a question, Trina. This is not, I mean, just me asking you a question. And I want you to speak. Why you think that our elected officials, now you know we're a democratic place, state, city, why they're not willing to accept the help that the Republicans want to give us? Do you think it's something more to it? Is it a political stunt? What do you think it is?
Well, for one, I think they're nervous about any large number of federal authorities having put feet on the ground because of all the misappropriation of funds that they have right here in this state. You know, look how much money that Brandon Johnson misappropriated. How many times has he said he was going to build a migrant shelter and the deal got scrapped? I don't even think we built even one migrant shelter. I remember he said he was going to build on 115th and Halsted. That didn't even happen. Like, none of these things that he said he was going to do happened at all. Next, I think they're complicit with the amount of Black and brown people that are getting gunned down every day. I don't think they care at all. I don't think they mind. That's just part of the plan. You know, like I said, they said they were going to have genocide, homicide, and push us all out to the suburbs to make Chicago white again. So I think they're fine with the amount of numbers of Black people being killed. They don't want anyone to be around having any kind of federal oversight because they've misappropriated funds, and their time is up. If they were going to solve the problem, it would have been solved a long time ago.
Okay. Hey, Trina, hold it right there. I'm gonna come back to you. I promise you. I got two more people. I got my special guest. Okay. Is that Mr. Roosevelt? Then I'm gonna bring you next. Doors out to Roosevelt. Roosevelt.
Yes, how's Trina, Sarge, Hugh Martin, all of you all.
Mama Doris on here too.
Yeah. Mama Doris, hey, how are you?
All right.
Sorry about that. Trina has some good points.
Yes, she
but
did.
The thing is, when it comes out to the National Guard, she talked about doing the George Floyd riots. I'm going to do you one even bigger and better.
Come on with
Remember last year, Martin? Because remember me and you was there when we marched to something for the Democratic National Convention.
Yes, you're correct.
Well, he didn't have a problem. The mayor or the governor didn't have a problem bringing in the National Guard for that, just like Lori Lightfoot in Pritzker in 2020, like Trina says, didn't have a problem with bringing in the National Guard for, COVID or to solve the George Floyd riots because police just couldn't get a handle on it. It was so much going on. But yet, just because Donald Trump wants to, send federal troops here to, first of all, rid the city of migrants, who are taking up all of our resources, giving it to all of these people coming from God knows where who don't actually deserve it, and neglecting Black people and trying to replace Black people. And all of these people are nothing but criminals anyway that they're taking up for.
instead of pouring into the black community and trying to help us with our problem of, killing and all of this other kind of stuff that's going on. I mean, when he says that he wants to do it to get Chicago some help, all of a sudden it's a problem. I mean, I'm just, sometimes it just amazes me. I marvel at like the hypocrisy of all of this stuff. That it's okay, for the National Convention or for the George Floyd riots or whatever, that Pritzker and Brandon Johnson, Lori Lightfoot, whatever, can call these people in whenever they want to, and they come in. But as soon as the president talks about just sending them there, then all of a sudden it's a problem. I mean, no. I mean, if you talk about, because Pritzker's the main person who's saying, well, Chicago doesn't need National Guard or doesn't need tanks rolling down the street. Brandon Johnson saying the same thing, but yet they didn't have a problem with it last year for the National Convention, and they didn't have a problem with it for the George Floyd riots. So if they didn't have a problem with it then, don't act like it's such a big problem now.
Good point, Rose. That's a good point. That is an excellent point, because we were there, Roselle, like you said, we were there. But the National Guard was here to protect the politicians, the dignitaries. Yeah.
I mean, because me and you, we was in a protest.
Yeah.
And my mother, my mother lived in Minnesota, but she was up there begging me not to go to a protest because she heard even a threat. I don't know if it got even released here in Chicago over the news. We heard a threat on their news in Minnesota that the governor, if there was going to be any protest or whatever, that he would unleash the National Guard against the protesters. This is what Pritzker said. But now, after making that kind of threat and saying this, then all of a sudden he want to act like he's just so against it, like he act like he never was down or something.
Okay, Roosevelt.
It's so hypocritical.
Stay online. Let me get Mama Doris real quick, and we got somebody else behind her.
Yes,
and Roosevelt, I never thought about what you said. You are so correct. That's a good point. Good point. Thank you, Trina, too, because you made a good point, too, about the George Floyd. Then Roosevelt turned around and made one more recent. Okay. All right, Mama Doris.
We were there.
Yeah, we were there.
Well, my position is the same as it was the other night. The reason they don't want the National Guard here, is because it will be a political embarrassment for the city of Chicago and for the state of Illinois. It would be embarrassing to the governor and embarrassing to Brandon Johnson. And my position is this: if it will save one more Black life,
tell the truth,
I am all
and
for
shame the devil.
But I also have to say this: I am embarrassed that we have over the years allowed due to our lack of involvement and engagement and response to a lot of the things that have been going on in our community. We have allowed it ourselves to get to this point because we have not taken care of our community. The men have not stood up the way they should stand up. That is the responsibility of the man in the family, in the community, to protect the children and to protect the elderly. So we have not done what we should have been doing. So bring the National Guard here if it's going to save one life. But in addition to that, while they're in here protecting our community, I don't want them to do like Lori Lightfoot did when we had the Democrat, when she brought them in here and she took them down. She was protecting everybody north of here, north of 31st Street. They were the northern part of the city to protect the people on the north side and their businesses. And the south side was open like an open sore. People could do whatever they wanted to do. So when they bring them here and they're protecting our communities, they're keeping us safe, then we need to have a plan. We need to bring in our experts, like they bring in their experts, bring in their psychologists and their sociologists and their economists, and then lay out a plan for Pritzker, for the president and for Brandon Johnson to address the causes of the violence. Because as I said repeatedly, there's a cause and there is an effect. So don't just bring them here because they can only stay for so long. Bring them here and we have a plan. We want money. This is a good time for us to talk about reparations, not a study, but reparations to repair the damage that has been done to the Black community that goes back to slavery, and we're still experiencing the vestiges of that. So that is what we need to be talking about too. But again, once they leave, what are we going to do? What plan are we going to have in place to make sure that it doesn't regenerate itself? What plan are we going to have to deal with our young people? What are we going to put in place to sustain this? We have, as Black people, we have a responsibility to make our communities a safe and clean place to live. If not, we shouldn't be leaving it up to anyone else. But since it's so out of control, and from what I'm hearing, Washington, D.C., you don't have all of the things that are going on. Well, when you have the military patrolling your community every day and every night, yes, the crime is going to stop. But we got to deal with the cause and we're talking about the symptoms and the effect, but we got to deal with the cause. But again, if it saves one life, because we have got to start valuing Black life. Why is it that thousands and thousands of Black men and women have been killed in this country and there has never been a state of emergency? We're in a state of emergency. Mm-hmm. We have got to value Black life, because if this were going on in any other community, the National Guard would be here. Then their communities would have been involved. So that we got to look at this just from all different angles, not just one angle, but all different angles. So that's my position.
Okay, thank you, Mama Doris. You know we're gonna come back. You're always my special guest anyway. So I don't want the panel to get jealous, but Mama Doris will always be my special guest. So I give her a little leniency to jump in and jump out and all that. Okay, all right. Eric code. I'm sorry, 6650. I recognize that number. Last four digits, 6650. Go ahead.
Yeah. There's Buck here.
Hey, Buck, how you doing, man? Good to hear from you.
All right. Good. Let me start right here. Brandon Johnson, who says he wants to have a press conference and stop the people from coming here. Number one, he's got about 100 to 150 people on his detail every day watching his back. So if he felt so safe in Chicago, why he got so many police on his back? Good point. Then you got the governor as well as a lot of police and people watching his back, so they're not feeling safe. A lot of the things with, they look at the National Guard, if they were truly serious about trading Chicago, you need the ATF in here to check out the firearms to get these guns off the street if they were serious about it. And the other thing, the DEA to get on these drugs and the traffic of drugs in the area if they were serious. Being in Chicago all my life and remembering even the stories of Al Capone, they couldn't get them people off of the street until they got the FBI involved, like Elliot Neff. So you're going to have feds in here because the people here don't care, or they involved in the same situation. They in bed with them. So all that script they talking about trying to, we don't want them here. That's all. They don't. It's like a dirty house. You don't want nobody to see how dirty your spot is because they got dirt all over the place, and some of it's got to do with them. So like I say, these people who is against it is about something else, because you can't go on the red line. These kids don't respect the police. They got the police running down the damn street. So how the hell you going to enforce law when the police are scared of these people? And everybody who are police ain't really ready for that job in right now. A lot of these police officers are college kids. They got the job because they couldn't get hired anywhere else. And they riding around with the uniform, and they thought it was going to be easy. But this working with people in the public is a tough job, especially in these times. Since the George Floyd incident, it's normalized to loot, to take stuff, to steal, to kill. And people don't feel there's no consequences at this time because nobody speaks out against the no penalties. The jail, they don't send people to jail for the crimes. You can get off a bond without going to no jail about because you're a juvenile. So they got to make the crimes punishable where they can make them stay off the street. But I'm with it all the way because it ain't just about no National Guard. You need federal agencies in this city to investigate everything and everybody. And I guarantee you, where it's dirt, it's going to be more dirt behind the scenes. So the people that don't want the people, they're the ones that's speaking up. Wait and see how it's going to come down. Because like I say, they don't. Pritzker had a chance to give a pardon to Larry Hoover, and he acted like he swept on the rug. After Trump gave him a whatever, Trump tried to help him, and then all of a sudden Pritzker acted like he never heard about Larry Hoover. So he tried to act like, you know, he's a fake, a fraud, and a phony. I don't trust him. Only time black people like white folks like him because he got money and they think that means something to him. He don't care nothing about them. So they better wake up. And don't forget, Brandon Johnson is a product of he's from Elgin. And he came here. He from the CTU, put him in there to do their thing. And they, you know, whatever they business is, that's what he a flunky off the top. So he might be a good guy, but when you're in politics, you don't work for yourself. You're already a puppet. They got their hands so far off his back, he can't even make a move unless they let him do it. So with him arguing about, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off here. When he was arguing about that, they interviewed him last week when they were coming. And every time the reporter asked him, he kept talking about what we need is affordable housing. How about $1 billion that they played with last year and gave to foreigners that wasn't even no citizens? You gave away. Couldn't that help give affordable housing to homeless people, to people that's mentally ill, to help people that need jobs? But he gave it away. And now he up there talking about running that same rhetoric out here. He ain't about nothing. But anyway, I'll let the next person up.
Okay, thank you, Buck. Okay, I got a quick announcement. There, instead of 3, it has been 5 people shot so far. So that is considered a mass shooting on 35th and State.
That is crazy.
So I'm just telling you, people.
Tonight?
Yeah, tonight. Yeah, tonight. Right now as we speak. So probably within an hour or so, because, you know, the scanner is delayed. So scanner delayed by 20 minutes. So we'll just give it an hour. 5 people total have been shot on 35th and State. So I'll keep you guys updated as we be on live, because I'm not going there, because I think this is important as well too. So make sure you pray for those 5 victims, because they are victims. All right, we're going to go to the next caller. Yeah, okay. 00904. Hey, caller.
Hey, Martin, this is Dr. K.
Hey, Dr. K, how you doing?
Got through.
Hey, Dr.
Sarge. Police twice.
Mm-hmm.
There are like 60 young people in the cul-de-sac where we live.
I know
Loud, smoking, drinking. I done called and I told the police, do I need to start a war outside? I want to go to bed because I want to go to church in the morning. They're right here. And Alderman Jeanette Taylor, yeah, I said her name. I'm not scared of her. I told her, if we keep calling the police and you are the alderwoman for this area, then we need to vote your butt out.
Okay.
Real bad. They've been out here for 4 hours in the cul-de-sac. I posted it on Woodline, next door Woodline. I posted on my Facebook wall. It's like a whole bonfire from high school.
Yep.
Is that going on right now, ma'am?
I'm sorry?
Is this going on right now?
As we presently are talking.
What's your nearest police station?
71st
900 East 62nd Street.
Martin, why don't we put a call out to the community to flood the police department with calls tonight to get down there and take care of that situation.
Hey, mama.
Yeah, because I think
no kind of
I think I know what's going on. I think that's the FIST reunion. That's what I think, because I think I've seen some online about that. That's what's going on.
The class reunion?
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think. But that doesn't excuse that they need to go home. I mean, come on, it's 12 o'clock. It's not
midnight.
Right. Midnight. Right. Right. So, and
causing a disturbance. No,
yeah,
causing a disturbance.
Dr. Sanders, did you call the police?
Yes, I did twice.
Did they come?
Keep calling.
Not yet. They busy.
Wow. That's wild.
Call the 311 number. Call that 311 number and then the 911 number again. Just keep calling.
Wow. Okay.
This is crazy.
What's the address?
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
900 East 62nd Street.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, piled up here, somebody looking at the cars and all that kind of stuff. If this cul-de-sac is really private. It's only for this little area right here.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody really uses it. Last year, we had to run some kids off of here that came from Bud Billiken Parade. And they was over here till 1 o'clock in the morning. And we told them, go home. You don't need to be here because we're watching what you're doing. And then one young lady said, well, I don't even live here. I live in Evergreen. Why are you over here? Because Evergreen ain't going to have it. You are not going to be at Evergreen this time of night over there with nothing.
Okay.
They will lock your butt up and charge you $1,000 to get out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Evergreen.
Okay. Somebody
you hear
wanted.
the horn? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, somebody wanted
And
to
my
say
neighbor
something.
and I are both dialoguing about this because this is where trouble starts.
Okay.
You know, so it's something got to be done, and this is crazy.
Okay. Now let me say something real quick. I know 2 people got shot early this morning. Then I heard somebody got shot this morning in the strip club. That's 3. I'm just talking about just for the day, really. Then there's 5. So we know it's a total of 8 so far. I'm not even counting Friday and Thursday. Because the count starts at Thursday to 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. It starts the weekend. They count Thursday, partial Thursday. Yeah. So we're going to see what the count is going to be. And I guarantee you, last year we had, I think it was like 31 people shot, 5 fatalities. So we're going to be looking at numbers. And black people, let's say that, like Mama does, we can keep our own numbers so we don't have to worry about the police lying to us. If we know 5 people got shot down on State Street, we know 2 people got shot on the east side, 1 died. We know 2 females got shot this morning. So then we heard about another female get shot in Jimmy's or something. So we could just keep those numbers ourselves. We could do numbers ourselves. There are a lot of people that's chasing crime. Go ahead, Mama Doris. Go ahead. Go ahead.
As the system does not care. As long as we are killing each other, they do not care. Mm-hmm. That's why we have to get control of the situation. So if bringing the National Guard in here will control it and get it under control, that is what we need. Because we've got to save our young people from themselves. And then once they're brought in here, as I said, then it's our responsibility to come together and talk about what we need to do to deal with our out of control children. And let me say this too. Other races of people, other races of children, ethnic groups of children, they do the same thing. But what do? They deal with it. They deal with it. They get control of it. They demand of the police department, of those who are responsible for keeping law and order. They demand it. So Brandon Johnson's police department is not handling the situation here in Chicago when it comes to violence. It is out of control. And so we need the National Guard in here if it's going to save one life. And as Black people, we've got to start valuing life. These are our children, and we've got to deal with the issues that we're having in our community. So bring the National Guard in here of Brandon Johnson and Priska, because if it were going on in Priska's neighborhood, it's not going to go on in his neighborhood. It's not going to go on in these white neighborhoods, in these other neighborhoods, without them demanding that something be done, and at the same time, the community gets involved too.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, like,
hold on,
sorry,
Trina.
Martin.
Go. No, come on, Trina. Y'all hold up. Let Trina talk. Go ahead, Trina.
The doctor was stating about the disturbance going on in her area. The police don't want to do their job, and that's their issue. And I will be doing a live video showing the public how to have an officer decertified. Because if you don't want to be the police, be security somewhere. But we're not going to continue to have police that not policing. The difference between our neighborhood and Princeton neighborhood is they tell us a bunch of baloney when we call for assistance.
And
they have youth that are at risk too.
We have to force them to do their job. And we have to call these aldermen on a Tuesday morning, call these aldermen, keep calling them.
What is the local police station?
There's one at 51st Street. One is at 51st Street. Yeah.
I'm asking where the people are on the cul-de-sac because it's not a park, and park they close at 11 o'clock, no matter if it's the weekend or not. So it's midnight and she can't go to bed. What's the local police station? I need like a
71st Street. 71st Street today. 71st Street.
Yeah, 71st Psychotic.
Oh, okay, Doctor.
71st Psychotic is
Doctor.
our area.
Posted the picture, Martin, on in your phone and on my wall. Look at it. I want you to see how many is out there.
Hold on, Dr. Sanders.
You need them to come where? Where do you need them to come to?
900 East 62nd Street. That's where we live.
So 900 East 52 Street, 52nd Street.
Yeah, 955 East 62nd.
Okay, Dr. Sanders. Also, you can call the University of Chicago as well because they patrol that area too as well.
Yeah, I know. That's my job. But I was calling 911 first because they're on city property.
Right.
Now, is it 62nd Street?
Yeah, it's
62nd.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm going to get off and I'm going to call and then I'll call back in.
Okay, cool. Okay, now listen up, people, real quick. I want to show a quick video real quick that I showed earlier about Brandon Johnson. Excuse me, speaking of making
it. 1 minute, Martin.
Go ahead, come on, hurry up.
Is it 900 East 52 or 62?
62.
Okay.
All right. Let me share this video of Brandon Johnson real quick, and I want to hear him. Let's hear him talk real quick.
Thank you all for joining us this afternoon.
Hold on.
Let me start by saying this.
Hold on, y'all. Let me just do it. All right. Let me do it. Hold it 1 second. We can hear me.
Collaborative approach. I would have preferred to do the work with our allies in City Council to pass legislation ultimately. And we were doing that. We were doing just that. But some of the leaders who we are working with are standing behind me today. But unfortunately, we do not have the luxury of time. We have received credible reports that we have days, not weeks, before our city sees some type of militarized activity by the federal government. It is unclear at this time what that will look like exactly. We may see militarized immigration enforcement. We may also see National Guard troops. We may even see active duty military and armed vehicles in our streets. We have not called for this. Our people have not asked for this. But nevertheless, we find ourselves having to respond to this. Let me be absolutely clear. Although we believe the reports we have received are highly credible.
Let me just stop it real quick. I want to say something real quick about this. Now, if you notice, if you look at this picture, I voted for Brandon Johnson, by the way. I'm going to let you guys know. He only have a small few people behind him. Now, he didn't go through the city council because he said it was too late. And he's, so that's why he's making the executive order. A lot of people is not in agreement with Brandon Johnson on this issue. They love him. They support him. But a lot are not, people. Trust me. When it comes to this crime, they said, 4 people got shot at the strip club, 1 died. So at Jimmy's. So people, The number is going up. Listen, I'm praying that we don't surpass 5 fatalities. I'm praying that it be less than 31 people shot. Hopefully no people shot, but we know that's not going to be the case. But something has to be done. Now, if you could spend $700 million on some non-residents, illegal residents, and you have residents that's been suffering from gunshot violence and all type of violence community, you think some of that money could have been spent on the South and West Side to make this place a better place? Don't you think this? Well, you said, well, Marge, you voted for Brandon. Yes, I did. I voted for.
I was wondering when the last time that Brandon walked through Garfield Park. When the last time Brandon walked down Chicago Avenue, last time he walked through Madison, other places. When the last time he walked down State Street?
Never. That's how many. Never.
I drove past Garfield Park today, which used to be a beautiful park. It's littered with trash and debris and it's a shame.
Okay, Trina.
So Martin, they think that they can't send the police over to 62nd Street because of the shooting on 35th Street that they're having. They don't have a car available. How many cars do they need to go to 35th? There's a police station, the headquarters right on 39th Street or 35th, right?
Right.
Right by the high school.
Right.
Yeah. It's one from headquarters.
Officers on 71st Street going on 35th Street.
Well, let me share something with you, Trina, and I'm going to share it with the public. We all know when holiday comes, the officers are not allowed to call off. They have to come to work. They have to come to work. So they send all their staff to 35th, and I understand that. I understand it. But, I mean, this is the perfect time for somebody to rob a bank or anything, do anything. Take something, break in a bank.
Right. Why aren't they staying in their district?
So what does that mean? We understaffed then? Are we?
Of course.
I mean, they say that they understaffed. That's why we need the National Guard, because they are so understaffed.
Mm-hmm.
I want to answer what the brother said earlier.
Go ahead, my brother.
Like, why difference? He said, "What's the difference with the even the young lady that when the Democratic convention they brought in the National Guard? Said, what's the difference from George Floyd? The difference is because they was trying to protect the business in the interest of those businesses.
Mm-hmm.
They care about the brown and black community of the lives being lost. Anytime it comes to a black life being lost, that doesn't matter. Now, they will bring in the guard to protect the money downtown. When Kamala comes down here, they will bring a National Guard. They'll do all that to put on the show. But if it comes down to black kids in Chicago, they don't care. Real.
So what you're saying is property is more important than people, huh?
No, yes, sir. We can't allow y'all to come down, loot, and destroy the city and give us a bad thing while Kamala, the Democratic convention. We can't do that. So yeah, bring more security, National Guard, make sure everything's safe. George Floyd come. They didn't say like we come in here to make sure black people. Well, not even at that time, because it was like theoretically it would have been black people trying to harm white people. So it wasn't even that. Like, y'all not coming in here, never stop black on black crime. Now I'm gonna go deeper. What bothers me about black people, like, how we only riot when a white man kills a black man? The only time we care is if a white man kills a black man. Man, they out in the streets, they throwing their butt. It's theater. It's fake. But if a black man kill your neighbor up the street, you won't even tell the police who did it. You see them. You want to keep the code and be quiet. Neighborhood watch is gone. As the mother said, the man in the community is gone. Like we just lacking. Like I'm embarrassed by black people a little bit right now. We embarrassed.
Well,
we don't look good as a youth.
Well, let me just say something, brother.
So why you embarrassed by black people?
Thank you. Get him, Trina.
The police not
Thank you. Go ahead. Tell him. Okay, I was trying to tell him, but Trina, tell him. Go ahead, Trina. Yeah.
No, I said I'm embarrassed by their actions as black people as a whole. So go ahead.
Okay.
So white people do crimes too. It's just that our crimes are being addressed in our communities. Our communities are being policed to the point where people were talking about defunding the police as if it was an entity that doesn't even operate. Just like the doctors on the phone trying to get assistance, and they're saying because of a shooting all the way on 35th that they don't have not one car that's available to address what's going on that, where she is. And that could be a possible atmosphere for a shooting as well, because it's an unauthorized gathering of a crowd beyond curfew and it's a disturbance. So why not address the disturbance before it really gets out of hand?
I mean, yeah, because the only thing you need is just one person or whatever to have an argument, or one person to have words with another, and somebody pulls out a gun or whatever and then starts shooting. So Dr. Sanders is right. You're right, even, Trina, because sometimes those gatherings and unauthorized gatherings like that, that's how bigger stuff starts.
Hey, well, the truth of it is, the really diehard truth of it is that, okay, maybe 5, 6 blocks from where she lives and needing assistance about a disturbance, hell, the police probably getting jumped on 5, 6 blocks from her, and then another 3, 4 blocks down, then, they probably got a crowd that's too large, the police can't handle it, can't control. And then another 4 blocks over, 2 blocks down, it's something else escalating, and so I would think, they would probably have to deal with what's most, exciting and chaotic right now.
Yeah. What's up?
We can't we have no idea what's
hold it, y'all. Hold it. One person, because it's confusing. Okay.
Half of them instead of their own community.
Okay, so when does the parents become the police and know where your child is right now at midnight? Yeah. Right now. That's okay, the police is busy. Here's the parents now. It's midnight. These kids, like, come on now. How don't you know where your child is? It's midnight.
I hear the same things all the time. These are the same narratives. Know where your child is. This and that, this and that. Why isn't the crime being addressed in the community?
They don't care.
I don't think it's that the parents don't even care. Some of the parents don't have no control no more. The control gone. Bernie Mac made a joke that was funny then, but years later, it's really the truth. You a grandma, you're 35, you're 40.
What do white people do? What do white people do with out of control youth in their community?
They send them to boarding school and they send them away.
They send them to boarding school and send them away. So you think that white people in Mount Greenwood are sending problem children away? No, they're addressing the issue with the police. And they're making sure that the police do their job. You know what the difference is? Let me tell you what the difference is, young man. White people know how to get police decertified and make them police officers no more, and we don't. And once we know how to do that, they'll respond to their job.
Man, we ain't got time for that right now. Not in the black community. We ain't got time for that. We dying in the black community. We shot up in the black community. We ain't got time for to go to City Hall and make a complaint and go make 100 phone calls.
No, that's not how you do it. That's not, excuse me, sir. But unless you can tell me how to do it, I can tell you how to do it, and it's not to make a complaint at City Hall.
Mark,
yes.
Mark.
Hold on, y'all. Dr. Sanders.
I just left from outside.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, and I'm so sorry. The Chicago Police Department sent the University of Chicago to do their dirty work.
No. But listen. No, but Dr. Sanders,
Mark,
no, Dr. Sanders. That's not their dirty work. They say area too. Go ahead.
What they just told me that CTD told them to come over here.
Because it might not be their jurisdiction. I was at Bedford Park and I walked across the street and I was in Chicago.
I called the police station and they said due to the shooting on 35th, they didn't have a car available. So they sent, I guess, what was available to you. And thank God you have a second source, which is the University of Chicago Police.
Yeah, my job. So I just got through talking to the officers. There's 3 cars out here, and I told them they've been out here for 4 hours. No matter what it is, folk want to go to bed. I want to go to church in the morning. I don't feel like being disruptive.
Martin,
so they're out here, and the police said we're dispersing them.
Okay.
So they're all hanging out like, no, they out here. I took pictures of it.
Okay. All right.
Now, are they,
all right.
Okay, hold it, y'all.
Are they University of Chicago?
Yeah. Listen. University. Listen. Now, listen. Did I ask her? I said, Dr. Sanders called the University of Chicago. They patrol the area all the way up to 67th Street, I believe. So you can call them. You can call them because they can police that area, and they do. They do. But let's get back on. Yes, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I made a call.
All right.
I made a call. I called the 911 number, and as the sister said, they were not there. I called the 311 number. I finally got someone on that number, and I told her about the 900 East 62nd Street, and that people had been making calls to the police department. And what she said to me is that they have so many calls and so much going on in the city until she said the calls have been registered, but they have not been able to get over to that area. And she said that unless somebody is hurt or needs some medical attention, they are going to they're prioritizing these cases. So that is one reason why the Chicago Police Department has not gotten over there. But it also says this, Martin, we are in a crisis in this city because we're like 2,000 or 3,000 policemen short in terms of the Chicago Police Department. We're in a crisis. And someone was just saying that they don't have time to call. We have to take the time to call these aldermen, take the time to call Brandon Johnson's office. We have got to demand that we get the police services that we need in our communities. And that's why he does need to bring the National Guard in here because the city is in crisis. The crime is under control, and they are not able to handle it. But we're going to have to put pressure on these elected officials and make them do right. We have to organize. You know, you have the CAPS meeting. Go call the superintendent of the police department in that area on Tuesday morning, if not tomorrow, and demand that you get a meeting with them. We're going to have to put pressure. They're not going to do anything if we don't.
That's what I'm going to do anything.
Hey, y'all, please, one mic at a time. Go ahead, Doris.
Yeah, we're gonna have to organize ourselves and put pressure on these people and force them to do their job. They have a responsibility. That we're short, and don't let Brandon Johnson. I don't want to hear anything anymore about crime being down. It's not down if somebody's still being killed. Don't let them play this game. They're playing a game with us. They don't care because these are black people. These are black people who are being shot. They give priority to everybody else because those people are going to make them do right by them. We have to get involved and make them do right by us. So we have to call, we have to text, we have to fax, we have to organize and do what we can do to protect ourselves.
We got a new caller, y'all. We got a new caller. Please, no cursing tonight, people. Thank you. We got a new caller, 3268. Come on, new caller. 3268.
Martin, that's not a new caller. That's me.
Oh, you called back. Okay, come on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I've been on the line.
Okay,
I ain't called back.
Okay, I thought you had called back.
Just real quick before I go, you guys.
Go ahead.
If you have a problem with any police officer, you address that at the state level. You file a complaint at the state level. and those complaints will be addressed. A lot of these things that these police officers do in response to calls, in response to public, can have them decertified immediately, like not giving their badge numbers and covering their badge numbers. It's a lot of things. But that's where you address it. It's addressed at the state level. You get them decertified from the state level through the complaints at the state level. The state certifies them to be police officers. So you having complaints with, at the Chicago level or with the mayor, it's not going to go anywhere. You got to, just like if you have a complaint with a hairdresser, you address it at the state level. So she'll never be able to do hair again in the state.
But you also address it to the superintendent of police.
You can't, ma'am, I'm not going to argue with, I'm not saying that you do not.
I'm not arguing.
Excuse me. I listened to what you had to say, and I'm listening, and I'm telling you why your complaints are falling on deaf ears. I'm not saying that that's not a proper place or area. I'm telling you what's most effective. So you guys have a good night.
Thank you, Trina. Okay, listen up. Okay, hold it, sir.
OPS, Office of Professional Standards.
Yeah, hold it, sir. Hold it, people. So they saying that SWAT is on the way to 35th. So that means it's probably still an active shooter in the area. Yeah. So 5. Yeah. So they saying there's a lot of people out there. I don't know what's going on 35th and State. So
Yet they want to sit until this lie that crime is down. I can't believe it.
SWAT come in, they trying to come get somebody.
Okay.
In the area.
Well, so I'm just keeping you guys updates since I'm not out there. It's coming across my feed. Somebody sending me stuff. So
I was Mr. Martin, and I was gonna say, like, well, what should we do to move forward? As the young woman said, she said we need to rally together. We need to do certain things. And what I would say, it doesn't start with 2020. It actually starts right now with these aldermen, congressmen that we elected in 2026. We actually need to and put the right people in the representative right now, the congressmen in our neighborhoods. We need to be around and be more with that right now in 2026 to build the foundation to even do anything in 2028.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's so cool with Democrats though. So I feel like they're selling us out. They too quiet. They don't want to speak about.
They are selling us out because we are not doing. We keep putting the same ones back in. Yeah. We have got to organize and remove anyone who is not representing Black people.
Yep.
Instead of representing everybody else. We got to make these people represent us. So we take them out. We organize wherever you are, and we take these people out because people are doing it. We're already in the process of organizing to take some of these older. All of them need to be gone. And when you take one, if you just take one out, it's going to send a message. But we keep putting the same people back in who are not doing anything for us.
So Killer Mike, the rapper, proposed, he said we need to elect one of our own who actually subscribes to our agenda. Said this is what you're going to do, and we're going to elect you on behalf of us. And we say, and you are a spokesman for us, by us, and we have an agenda that we're trying to put forward, and we're electing you to do that. Only reason.
And you know what? We have an agenda. We have an agenda. We have. You can just start right in your community.
Yes, ma'am.
They're not going to do anything until we start screaming and hollering and demanding, and give them an agenda. Whatever ward you're in.
Okay.
I'm a part of a group of people who are doing this right now. It does work. Does it take a lot of time? Yes, it does. But you got to be persistent and consistent. That is the only way we're going to start making a dent into this big problem that we have here in Chicago because we have allowed it to linger for too long. These black politicians, they're not doing anything for us. We need to clean slate.
We've been voting Democrat for the last 100 years.
Vote your interest.
Okay.
Vote to hell with the party. Vote your interest.
Okay, I got a question.
Issues pertaining to black people.
Okay, Mama Doris, we got a caller, Marcus. Come on, Marcus.
Yeah, Martin.
Yeah.
I want to say this. With that event that's taking place at 35th, is it possible that the Chicago police is trying to make it look bad for the mayor? On top of that, before anybody interrupts, to justify the National Guard coming in here? Because the way the mayor is talking, the National Guard is coming. Is it possible they're trying to make the situation to the point where it hit national news and it really makes it justified why the National Guard is coming in here? Because normally when you say shooting, Chicago police is flying. I know out here where I'm at, a person gets shot, even though the university police, we have Chicago State, the state troopers patrol around our area. We don't call the state troopers. We call Chicago police when something go down around here. And they come quick with lights and siren roaring, even if you said you saw somebody with a gun. I don't know what's going on in this city tonight.
Well, the officer did say that if somebody is shot, they come. They prioritize cases like that. But if somebody is disturbed, there's a disturbance of the peace in the neighborhood, they are not going to. They're not going to give it the same priority that they would if someone is being shot. She did say that.
Well, even with a disturbance, it can lead to something violent.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. But you mentioned shot, and that's why I just responded in the way that I did.
Okay, Marcus. Marcus,
even with a disturbance.
Marcus, are you aware that 5 people are shot on 35th State right now? Are you aware of that?
I just been made aware of that from being on y'all listening to your show.
Okay, first it was
That's
3, it's 5.
shooting.
Yeah, and the SWAT is en route. Yeah.
But what took them so long?
Well,
You know what?
Marcus,
No one-
I'm not there. I can't evaluate the situation. I'm just only going by what was brought to me. Okay, so everything is preliminary, and stuff is just still coming in. I heard that it's probably over 200 officers out there. So I don't know what they was having on 35th and State. I'm trying to
35th and State, Martin?
Yeah.
It ain't nothing on 35th and State but a Starbucks, a bank, and then the back of the police station.
Well, they said the shooting was started from 35th. I mean, it's between 35th and 39th. 5 people shot. So I don't know what.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
It's a park. It's a park. It's not a well-known park, but it's a park. CHA might have been having a picnic. They reunion that they normally have on there. So, yeah.
So
right.
now, let me just go.
Black people are being killed.
Yes.
Black people are being killed, and that's why I keep emphasizing we don't place value on Black life. I don't care if it's 1 or 100. We don't place value on Black life. Brandon Johnson is not doing anything to really curb this crime. It didn't start with him. It's been going on for a long time. But why is it that in all of these sanctuary cities, crime is out of control? Why? This doesn't make any sense. So I don't give a doggone who it is. We've got to hold people responsible. I am tired of hearing about our young people being killed, Black people just being killed in general. When are we going to start valuing Black life and say 1 life lost is too many? Come on, people, we're in trouble.
When are Black people going to start valuing Black life?
I said that earlier. That's what I have been saying all night. The
young and old people, the ones who's out here doing the shooting, who's out here shooting up the gatherings. When are they going to start?
But you know what? You get children running around terrorizing the hell out of everybody because we have sat back for too long and allowed it to happen.
Yep, and allow them to do it.
What do you do when the law is standing in your way, preventing you from taking action?
Children. We have got to save these children. So bring in the National Guard if it's going to save one more life.
I want to say something real quick. Going back to this question, we can't have both. We can't have things continue to go on the way they're going and have the National Guard. We got to make a choice. Are we happy the way things are going here in the city of Chicago, or are we going to accept the help that's coming from the president? So we have to ask that question. By us not saying, some of us, we don't want the troops here, that means we are satisfied or we okay for the way things are. That's what that is saying.
You know what? We're okay, Marge. We're okay until it happens to one of us.
Say that.
And I think we need to take. I think we need to take. That we said back in the like, okay, like he just said, like you got to do one or the other way. So either you want your children, you want to have the guard. Period.
Okay. You're breaking up, brother. I don't know what brother. You're breaking up. It's cracking. So I don't know if you're on Bluetooth or what, but it's breaking up. You're going in and out.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Go ahead.
I apologize. No, I was just saying, like, I agree with that. You got to one way or the other. You can't have it both ways.
When you start valuing Black life, then the decision is made.
And the one thing Mama keeps saying,
value Black life.
And the one thing Mama keeps saying that ain't nobody really listening to, that it don't matter if it's one life, one Black life.
It's worth it.
Like literally, they don't care about one Black life. They will say like the numbers is down, the numbers is down. Man, I don't care that the numbers is down. I care about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that did get caught. So if that's going to change the narrative and everything going on, bring the National Guard in.
And now look at it. This is what you got.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a different.
Where I live, I don't care if you had the baby at 10 years old. If you're incapable of taking care of that baby, then I'm going to step in my community and say your little boy or girl is not going to terrorize where I live. We have to go back to what we used to do in the community. The community helped to raise all of us.
At this point,
you don't want to be bothered with them. But if baby kids are terrorizing the community, you got to
remember the old saying? You remember the old saying, like they all said, like it takes a village to raise a child? And you'll get whooped by a man up the street. Did you get whooped by somebody else? Did you get home and get whooped by your parents? That whole community is gone.
Brother, but let me just say this.
At this point, it ain't even about Black and white at this point, because hell, the whole city is in the Oak Park. It's in Oak Park. It's in all the white neighborhoods too. It's bigger than us. It's the city itself. It ain't about Black. It ain't. Man, white people, they dying just like us now.
You know what? I'm not concerned about white people.
I ain't worried about the white people.
Hold it.
No, you got to worry about the city itself.
Hold it, brother. Hold it, y'all. Hold it. We got Mama Doris, one mic. Go ahead, Mama Doris. Go ahead.
White people are going to take care of white people. We have to take care of each other as well, including our children, because they are the future.
Make that out of team. I ain't worried about no white boys.
Sir,
No, we're not talking about white people. We're not talking about white people.
Sir, one mic, please. One mic. Doris is talking right now. Okay, we got to stop this interrupt.
About white people.
Yeah.
We're not talking about white people. We're talking about our children. We're talking about Black people. You can't give up on these children. That's why I say, if it takes the National Guard, bring the National Guard in here. I'm tired of losing our people, young and the old. I'm tired of hearing it.
Okay, Mama
Bring
Doris.
the damn National Guard in here.
Mama Doris, let's take this new caller, and I can come back to you guys. 6154. 61. Thank you for holding, caller. 6154. Last 4 digits.
Hey, Mark, how you doing? This is my first time calling.
All right.
I've been
All right, that's
watching you for a long time.
All right. All right, hold on before you start talking. Hold it. 660. I need you to put your phone on mute because I hear all types of stuff and it's very annoying. I don't want to mute you. 660. Put your phone on mute until I call on you or something. I'm about to put. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, my dear sister. Go ahead. 61. First time caller, y'all.
Tell the truth and
Come on.
shame.
I'm
the
glad you've been
devil.
watching me. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it. So I'm be patient with you, and I'm gonna listen to what you have to say, brother. If I agree with it or not, or if I don't like it, okay? This is freedom of expression. Everybody has opinion, so don't feel intimidated. Don't feel if somebody disagree with you, that's okay. But I don't want nobody to cut you off. I want you to talk. Come on, caller. Tell us what you're feeling. What you think?
Okay. I was listening in, and I feel like everything that everybody was saying was correct, and they's on board with it. But I feel like with the National Guard coming here, it can be kind of bad because, like, most of the time, most of the thing is all of migrants and all of them is in the Black people community, and most of the people that's out here killing is the young folks. So if they not respecting the police, and when the National Guard comes here, it's going to be more murders because they already got guns and all this big army weapons. And like during the pandemic, only thing was open was the drug spots and the liquor stores. Everything else was shut down. So what they did, they started building themselves, and now the police scattered them. So what makes us think that they're going to respect the National Guard? There's going to be more killing. And most of the killing going to be our young kids. So I feel like with this coming and it's going to happen, we need to make them be aware of what's going to go on because it's going to be more lives lost because they don't have no respect no more. They don't even respect the grown-ups, the police, nobody. That's why it's out of control.
Okay.
And then most of the parents is like kind of lost themselves. You know what I'm saying? They want to be young. They going with the trend and they can't control their kids either. I'm inside the schools and these little bitty kids want to be YNs and talking about gang banging, and them going to be the innocent ones that's going to might get hurt by the National Guard that going into these Black communities and mistaken identity.
I have a question.
That's arrested.
I have a question, young lady. I have a question. When I call young lady, no disrespect. Okay.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. I've been asking the question since you've been following me these last couple of days. Whenever you started. What is it that you want to do? Are you satisfied the way things are going on right now here in the city of Chicago? Or are you willing to accept the National Guard coming in here and help change the crime culture? We can't have both now. Are you satisfied? I just want you to answer that question for me. Go ahead.
I'm not satisfied what's going on in Chicago because it's real sad, like with everything, the homeless and just everything that the killing, everything. And I feel like it could be a good thing if the National Guards come, but it's like everything is after black people. So you don't know if they coming in, they gonna be racist. So you think they coming in good, but then again, you don't. Like when the loon was going on doing, with the Lori Lightfoot, she stopped them from hurting the young people. You know what I'm saying? When they was going into them stores. Now these young people done built up. You know what I'm saying? So now they doing whatever. They got money. So I feel like I won't change. That's why I started going inside the schools and try to work with the the parents and the young people, like, you know, because these little kids is following these big kids. So it's like we got to stop it somewhere, and I feel like it's the parents need to be like getting in trouble or something, because the parents is the most reason why some of the kids are out of control.
Okay, can I say something?
It's the parents.
I want to say something. Right now, everything is tipping over. It's this high right now. We need some instantaneous results right now. So what I'm saying, as the crime chaser, as a reporter, as a journalism person, I want to say we need some help. And the people, y'all forgive me what I'm about to say, because Mama Doris, forgive me what I'm about to say. It may have to take some sacrifices. I'm word it, and you read between the lines in order to get this thing back on track. And I hate to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I hate to
That's
say
where we
it.
going.
I'm not.
That's where we going.
I'm saying, people, I'm not a bad person. I love peace, but it may have to take some sacrifices to get this thing back on track. I'm just being honest. Go ahead.
Do you remember the safety act that they put out there where we had to serve and protect ourselves and do all this? The police, they was trying to stop the police, all that stuff like that. We had to do that. Now this is what we doing. During the pandemic, everybody was banning guns, getting concealed carrier. Them white people was banning up all of this shit. Because look, we in this town right now. Everything that was bad is coming to light. All of, like right now, Brandon Johnson, this judgment time for them. So basically, if you gotta be able to protect yourself, because when they come, it's in their hands. It's out of our hands now. We had our fun. We had a chance to stand up. But a lot of us black people wanted to stand up, but we can't do it all by ourselves. So now whatever happened is what's gonna happen. Well, so it's basically making sure that your family is protected.
Let me say this, young lady. I'm gonna come right back. Hold it, y'all. Hold it. I need Marcus to come on, because one thing Marcus always make a point. Marcus always say, we always talk about the perpetrators, but Marcus always say, what about the victims? No one never addressed the victims. Talk about it, Marcus. You always talk about it. Talk about it, Marcus.
You know what, Martin? I am tired of hearing about the excuses from the first. What about the victims that they leave behind? As you well know, I am a victim of being carjacked from 2021. And it kind of changed my whole life in a way. I ended up buying a lemon behind the insurance paying off. What about the victim? What would you say if you was a victim of one of these kids doing what they're doing? Would you say that there are no youth centers when the parks are open? And the real reason why the parks are strict is because before they pass certain rules, these kids were shooting kids in the gym. What about the victims that they leave behind? Yeah, they get their stuff back, but they lose a sense of security that they once had, that they never get back. I almost hated black youth because of what one black youth did to me. I almost hated my own people because the people at the gas station was laughing at me and they were black. So what about the victim? I never hear that. I hear everybody talking about the person and that they need help. What do you tell a mother who lost her son at the hands of another son, who killed her son for no reason? Just because he didn't want to give up his shoes, just because they couldn't afford what this person had. What do you say to the person that worked hard to get their car, to get whatever they had that was stolen from them? They prayed on it, they worked hard for it. What do you say? Because I grew up in Inglewood. I didn't always get what I want. I didn't go out there and steal from nobody because I had family support. And I get that some of these kids don't have that family support. And let me say this, Martin. You can say something to these kids. These parents will be ready to jump on you or kill you just for trying to give their kids some sound advice. And if you spend too much time with these black boys and you're a black man and you ain't got no legitimate youth organization, they'll say that you're something else besides a man. So a lot of people have turned their back on black youth because some of these black kids don't want to listen to you And some of these adults don't want to listen to you. And the parents are up. Some of these parents are up for what their kids are doing. Some of these parents are with their kids picking up people. They use their kids. That's the time to do it.
They harboring that fugitive.
Hey, can I say one thing? Where like with me, I'm inside the school, and I see how most of the older people talk to the kids. Like if you got a child that's already going through something and mental going like all that, these older people be like really disrespectful, so they don't listen to older people. Like most of the older people stuck in their ways, and instead of telling them telling them in a better way than they talk to them, then they might will listen. Because a lot of them, like being inside the schools, even the teachers, they talk like somebody talk to the kids like they somebody on the street. So if they get talking to their home like they and then going to school ain't even a safe place no more. That's why I started getting involved in the school, because I'm tired of sitting around. Now I raised my kids right. So I feel like I wanted to get out and do it for the next kids. But when I started getting inside the schools and I'm seeing all this bad stuff going on, there ain't no safe place right there for them either. So they really don't get nothing. And everybody giving up so quick, because right now our teenagers are more harder than what it used to be, because most of them raising themselves in the streets raising them. So if you ain't raising your kids the right way, when they go out in the street, they're gonna do what they do. Can't nobody tell them nothing.
Well, let me just say this.
Especially if you're talking to them just the way they coming, just the way they talk, and you give it the same energy back.
Let me say this, 6154. Let me say something. What do you say to those that have both parents in the house, or just a single parent and they raised properly and they still decide to go out there and rebel and do that? What do you say about that? What do you say about that?
Let me tell you this. I learned this right now with my daughter. I raised my daughters right, but sometimes when parents have both parents in the household, now mother and daddy that make a child grow up right. But if they start going and hanging out with their friends and the parents don't like see it to them what type of friends them is, then your child might do start change. Especially when they get to high school, they all these different types of personalities. So parents got to monitor them all the way to college. Some parents put them in high school and let them go on about their business, even grammar school. Like with my son, he a sixth grade. I monitor what he talking to him, his friends, talking about what is. Like the other day, I just dropped out his friends game banging. I got them little boys together. Like, why y'all want to do that? Do y'all see how many people getting killed in the street? But that's me being aware of what's out here. I raised my son right, but if he get around.
Hold it. You finna be mad at me. You finna be mad. Don't cuss me out. Now, if your son running with some game bangers, he may be game banging too.
But listen, let me tell you that I don't put it past him.
Okay.
But if I see it right now, like right now, I see that. I didn't just dust it up under the rug and laugh at it. Or no, I talk to him now. That's in my man now. So now that make me be more aware of what's going on. Even when they playing the video game, he wasn't even cussing, but I found out that he was cussing. And what I do, I went up to the school, I popped him in the mouth in front of the teachers. Now, whatever you do on the game, don't be coming and disrespecting no grown up. I handle that right then and there, because if you keep on allowing it to go, then it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Like this year, I'm the leader of the pack. I'm the leader of my pack at the school. I'm the president. This is my first leader job at the school. Now, my thing is to engage with parents. I need to change some of these young parents' mindsets. I'm 38 years old, and I know a lot of these parents are young, so they got their mindset in the streets, this, that. Some of them don't even care about what goes on in the school. But I'm going to make them aware of what's going on in the school, because there's a lot of bad stuff that goes on in the schools that parents need to know about. You know, get inside the building so you're going to stop this next generation from not being like the generation that's out, these young people that's out here right now. If we can't get the young people, let's get the babies. Let's save the babies, because the grown people, these young people already set in their ways already. So you're not going to be able to save all of them.
I got a quick question.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay, hold it. Hurt. I'm gonna let 716 first, then I'm gonna let you, Marcus, ask a question. 716, is that a question you want to ask, or you making a statement? Which one?
No, it's a question.
Okay, go ahead, real quick.
What do you do? stepfather. You're the stepfather, real quick. You're the stepfather walking into that situation, and you're trying to instill like morals into the young man and try to tell them something. But again, you can't tell them nothing because you ain't his dad. His mama with the BS too, though. But honestly, you trying to like look into the young man, speak life into him, and tell him like you ain't have to do that. But all doors, like all ears are closed. All ears are closed. What do you do then?
Okay.
Is that a question?
Is that a question?
I'm gonna take.
Go ahead, sister.
Question.
Because I was gonna tell you with the stepfather thing is like if you and the mother is not on the same page, it would never work because you ain't the child father. So it's only up to the mother to let that talk to that child to respect you. Like if you ain't no person, if you're not a person that's gonna harm that child or do anything big.
No, excuse me, ma'am. It's not about respecting me. Respect yourself. And what you're doing right now ain't good, folks. You need to move a different way. You're weird right now. You going like weird.
But you can't tell them that. You can't tell them that right up. You can't tell them that right up front when they don't got that relationship with you. They ain't gonna listen.
Nah, we've been messing around 8, 9, 10 years. We invested at this point. I'm trying to say, what do you do when the woman's morals on raising a child is different from the stepfather? And you know what's best as a young man, what you supposed to be instilling to him. And he's the problem.
So that ain't really nothing. Ain't really much you can do because the woman is the number one thing because that's the mother. The child gonna listen to the mother before the stepfather.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be with her if I were you.
That part, because you ain't gonna have no control period.
Well, so
my point
hold it, sir.
Is the problem.
You've been in this relationship with this lady for 9 years. This has been going on for 9 years.
Say it again, Mama. I'm sorry.
This has been going on with you and your wife and your stepchild for 9 years.
No. I'm throwing a scenario out there of when the stepfather is trying to like steal certain things into the young man as he's growing up and he's in Chicago, he's trying to grow up, and the mother is still with the ratchet stuff. Like, what do you do then? Do you
if the mother and the father, if the man and the wife are not on the same page, you have
it ain't gonna work.
Problem. You have a serious problem. It's not going to
it ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
The woman should respect you enough if you're trying to do right by
her child.
Stepdaughter. If you're trying to do right and she's not respecting you, then it's not going to work.
Yeah,
now watch this. Now, is that same mother will come up to the school and defend her child while the teacher telling her that
and that's why the child is out of control.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why. Number one reason.
That's why I say it starts with the parents. That's
right.
The thing. It starts with the parents.
Okay, let's go to Marcus.
I'm kind of confused because I don't know what topic we on. It's like
we jumping around. He asked a question.
I got off course.
Okay, you definitely got off course. Let's get back on course. Doris. Yeah. Let's get back on course. Okay.
Let me I will go back to what I have been saying, and I will continue to say it. Until we value Black life, it's only going to continue and get worse. And there will be collateral damage. A lot of people are going to be lost. But let's save those that we can save. We're in trouble. We're in serious trouble. And we need help. Again, if the National Guard can save one life, then bring the National Guard in. And if the National Guard comes in, what you can say to these people, young people, go inside. Go inside. Don't feed into it. Go inside. And if they do not go inside, then they just have to suffer the consequences of whatever happens. That's the only other alternative.
Yeah.
Well, as I said earlier, there is probably going to be some sacrifice made, whether innocent, non-innocent. It's going to have to be. I'm sorry, people. Go ahead, Doris, Mama.
What you said is not wrong. What you said is not wrong. There are going to have to be sacrifices made in order for us to try to get control of this situation in the Black community. And they are not going to solve it for us. We are going to have to come together wherever we are and try to solve these problems that are going on in our communities. We know where they are. We know who the people are. But we have closed our eyes for too long. We have allowed it to get out of control. And these people want it to get out of control because you know what? The more killings that go on in the city of Chicago, people are leaving in Chicago, then that opens the door for other people to come in and run us off the land. We have to stand our ground. This is ours. So we have to protect ourselves from all of the evil inside and outside. Because America is in trouble, and we are in trouble in particular. So again, Martin, the question we started off talking about whether or not we should bring the National Guard in. Bring the National Guard in if it saves one life. And the brother is absolutely right. What about the victims? Really, we're all victims of this. Mm-hmm. We're all victims now. Every last one of us.
They're in our homes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to be. You know what would hurt me? What would destroy me? I think if one of these young people were to attack me, because all of my life has been about working around young people and doing whatever I can to help and save them. But we are going to have to save them from themselves. We are the adults. It's time for the adults to stand up and say, no more. No more. We will not tolerate it. We are the only people who will tolerate anything in our community and make excuses for it. We're all victims. Are we not tired of being victims? Do we? I value my life.
Mm-hmm. All right. We got a new call.
So
we got a new call. Yeah, go ahead, Marcus, before the new call. Go ahead, Marcus. Come on.
What I wanted to ask the other caller was, she said something about it's the way older people talk to these kids. You can talk to these kids in a nice way, and they will take your kindness for either being slow or soft and roll off and run all over you. They talk to you any kind of way, even if you is trying to help them. What do you do? How do you talk to them then? What way should we talk to them? Because if a child disrespects an elder person is going to quickly remind that child that they are older than them for a reason. And if an older person disrespects a child, that child is going to quickly remind them that you are not my mother or father. You can't tell me SH. And so there's no communication and there's no solution. You could be warning that child not to do this because you done been there and done that, but they don't want to hear it. They want you to act a fool with them so that they can say, I put this adult in their place amongst their peers. What do you say to them?
I worked in the Chicago public school system for 37 years. I came in contact with all kinds of children. Our children are messed up, and that's not an excuse. Our children are messed up. Now, if you're being in the school system, I'm there every day. So I had the time to deal with them and to understand where they were coming from. They're basically begging for help. They're begging for love. They're begging for attention. And I will say this about a school that is not being well run. I blame the administrator of that school because that administrator controls that school. Now, you mentioned, young lady, about the older people talking harshly and in a nasty way to the children. Then that is the responsibility of that administrator to check those adults because they are supposed to know better. And if they cannot handle it any better, they don't need to be in the school because the kids already have all these problems. They need help.
Well, I found out that most of the hiring and all that comes from CPS. So CPS want our kids to feel is really not for us, because most of these people that come into school is like drug addicts, like the new Seeker program. But the way I handle the kids, like these young kids, when they come in, they might call you bitches and hoes and sorry for my language, but
please. Okay, let me cut you off right there. I know it. Let me cut you off right there. Now, we got a new caller for Old Timer. Now, Old Timer, I want to ask you a question, and it's all to the panel, but I need Old Timer. Miss Johnson, Tiana, she said, how did they combat crime in the 90s when the murder rate was higher? Can someone answer that? Let me repeat that again. How did they combat the crime back in the 90s when the murder rate was higher? Can someone answer that? That's a real statement.
They didn't, Martin.
No,
they didn't. That's why we where we at now.
No, Mark, it's not true. Let me say this. Never in the 2000s we had 1,000 homicides. 70s, 80s, and 90s we had 1,000 homicides. Never in the 2000s. Crime was much higher in the 90s and in the 80s and in the 70s, especially when it came to homicides. Those are
they didn't
numbers.
do anything about it then, like they're not doing anything about it now. We didn't do anything about it then, like we're not doing anything.
That's what I mean.
But what I'm saying is, but crime is much lower because of those numbers. We've never had we never had a 1,000 homicides in the year 2000s, and we're in 2025.
You know what, Ron?
I'm just saying that's the numbers. It's just the numbers, Doris.
Okay.
I can't argue with the numbers. Go ahead.
No, I'm not. Well, all I'm saying is this. If one life is lost, that's one life too many.
That's true. I agree.
They play games with us with these numbers. If one life is lost, that's one life too many. So we have to demand that Black lives are protected and that we protect Black lives. We are not valuing Black life. Because if we did, we wouldn't be in this condition. Now, a lot of this stuff is engineered. But we would not be in this condition if we had stood up. Let's go back to when Dolores Tucker, when the rap music first came out and they was calling us all these negative names. She stood up. The Black community didn't stand up with her because these brothers were making all that money. So we were focusing on the money. And a lot of that contributed to the crime because we have not done as a community collectively across this country the way we should have been doing. Wow. So it's out of control. So bring in the National Guard so we can save a life.
Okay. Now, let me say this. Jessica, please hold it, sir. Jessica just texted me and she said the reason why crime was so down because of the let me see what she said. I want to be right. Probably because of that 1994 crime bill. Remember, they had the mass incarceration, 3 strikes you out, so they locked us up. So that's probably why the numbers was down, because a lot of people are getting out. A lot of people that had like 40, 50, 60 years life getting out on the Second Chance Act right now. But let me go to Old Timer. Come on, Old Timer. Area code 224.
She's right. That's a part of it.
Yeah, that's part of it. Okay.
Well,
come on.
I don't think they really, in one sense, really want to stop it because,
Thank you.
The guns are so easy
and shame
to
the
come back. This is going to continue to be a problem, and it's going to some kind of way it's been dumped over into our lap. They have to deal with what they call our own people. Now, Trump made a comment and said, "If you all can't do it, then we come over there and do it." And so now that's what's going to happen if he goes on the trend. Now, my personal opinion is that the whole scope of a lot of things and changed. And we have continued to say that babies are having babies. People not raising their children. Now, my father told me when they come down, I heard somebody talking about the school. Son, teacher got their education. You have to get yours. Don't come and tell me about what the teacher is not doing at the school. You just make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be. And one of them is that I don't want to come to the school because you got a discipline problem. So we have ours is broad and is all the way up, and it encompasses everything. And we have tried midnight basketball. We have tried taking the bite out of crime. We've tried all of these things, and nothing seems to want to stop our younger people and older people, middle-aged people that are still in games from doing stuff. Now they say that it's a drug war, and that seems to be what's fueling what the situation is. And
I have a question.
I just don't see where we are ready to give that up, because it's a tough situation for people to say they're making more money. People say they make money from selling drugs, so they don't want to. And the white man is not concerned about anything like we doing. They have dumped this over into our lap, and we have to take care of it.
I have a question. Martin, I have a question.
Go ahead, Mama Dosh.
How long are we going to talk about crime and what must be done, what should be done? How long are we going to talk about it until we come to the conclusion that one life is valuable and we need to protect it? So bring in the National Guard. How long are we going to do this?
Well, if we bring the National Guard in and our people bow under the pressure, and that's going to be bad.
How long are we going to
Hold it, sir.
How long are we going to continue to discuss
they do that
until we come to the conclusion that one life is valuable if we save one life? Because we keep coming up with excuses. People are being killed every day. We're all victims of it. When are we going to say we must bring in the National Guard to save one life? Is one black life worth it? Because what I'm hearing, not even one black life is worth being saved. And that life could be mine. Or that life could be one of you on this call. So how long are we going to just continue to have this conversation?
Well, not the black people. They don't think that. I think black people. They
how
believe
long
that one
are
life.
we as black people going to value one life enough to say we need to save one life? I don't hear that coming from the black community. I hear all of these excuses and reasons. That one life could be mine. How long are we going to continue to have this conversation about black life being valuable and one life is worth being saved? Just one, not 1,000, just one.
That conversation is only had when it's a white police officer that kills a black person.
No. How long are we going to continue to have this conversation? But before we realize, understand, and appreciate and value just one black life, how long are we going to have this conversation?
Okay, the answer to that question is the same as what came first, the chicken or the egg?
No. How valuable is one black life to us? to the point of us saying, if it means bringing in the National Guard to save one black life.
Say it, Mama.
I can't answer the mind state of black America.
Stop. Black life, but we have not been conditioned
No. If you can't answer the question, let somebody else answer it. She asked the question.
It can't be answered.
She asked the question. If you can't, no. If you can't, hold on. If you can't answer it, let somebody else.
Is one black life worth saving?
What, sister? They've been talking about black on black crime.
No. She asked you a direct question. Go ahead.
Is one black life worth saving? One black life, is it worth saving?
Yes, it is.
Yes or no?
Can I answer that?
That's why we're in the trouble that we're in.
Can I answer that?
Yeah, go ahead. If you can. If you're able to answer it, go ahead.
It's from Mama D. Mama D, I agree with
That's not Mama D, that's Mama Doris. Yeah, Mama Doris, but go ahead. Not Mama D, but Mama Doris. Yeah.
Mama Doris, I get exactly why you answering that question, and I want to answer it in this way. I believe the one black life
or no question.
Yeah.
Is one black life worth saving?
The man is not even allowed to answer in his own way.
Like this.
Yes or no?
Just yes or no, y'all. Yes or no.
Please let me know.
No. Yes or no. Answer it because she asking the question. If you can't, let me go to okay, Reb.
Yes or no?
Reb, I'm gonna come back to you because I didn't call. I ain't really calling.
Yes or no?
Can anybody answer her question? Answer the question.
No. Yeah. I'm gonna say no. No.
Yeah.
No.
What was her question again?
Okay, Mama Doris,
ask one black life worth saving?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Okay.
Yes.
No. Somebody. Okay.
Yes. One life. What? Yes. One black life is worth saving.
Okay.
Now tell that to them black gang leaders that doggone.
No. She's not talking to them. She's talking to us on the panel.
No.
Well, that's what I said. I said yes.
Where you're going with that? And the reason
Sarge. I am the one that
said black life is worth saving because they don't value black life. If gang members valued black life, they would not be killing each other.
Mm-hmm. We all know this. I said I value black lives. I have continually said I don't want the military in Chicago, have I not?
One black life worth being saved.
Yes. The answer is yes, across the board.
Okay. Then bring in the military.
Oh, bring in the military so that
one black, if they can save one black life. If they can save one black life, then bring in the military.
Okay, now listen.
Our communities are the way Sarge. They are because we have all of these doggone excuses because we don't value black life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now listen. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, she asked a question already. Now I'm going to go to you, Reb, to Barbara. Now, it's your turn to speak. Then after you, it's 206. Reb, to Barbara, your turn. Let's stay with the topic. You don't have to answer a question. If you can't answer yes or no, don't worry about it. Just tell me what your thoughts and opinions are. Go ahead, Reb to Barbara.
I'm gonna say no, and this is the reason why I'm gonna say no. It's not valued now, and if people keep on coming on here talking about we don't want National Guards on here, it just shows more why it's not valued. To get the statistics alone of what's going on in Washington, California, we're talking about what just happened just a few minutes ago with a mass shooting on 35th and 37th Street. That ain't gonna be happening when the National Guard get there. People want to sit up here like we so afraid of what the National Guard is gonna do. I keep on hearing people say, well, they're gonna kill the kids. Why do you think they sitting up there and coming up with a strategic plan on what to do when they bring? He ain't just throwing them in here and saying, do what you want to do and shoot anybody that's out there corrupt. They're strategically making sure that they can keep the streets here safe. Now, people could bring a lot of rhetoric about what Trump's doing in decision making all they want based on their theories, their beliefs, trying to make it about racism and this and that. We brought this on ourselves as the city of Chicago. What do we want to say? Immigrants, letting immigrants come here. What do we want to say? Our children, letting violence be corrupt. We let this happen. Sometimes because you let things happen, you deserve the outcome of it. Now, you can't face the fact of the outcome of this and look for better results in it, then something is wrong with you.
Amen.
Okay.
Thank you.
206. 206.
I agree 100%.
206. Come on, 206.
What Black Life is.
Good evening, Mama.
Say that now.
Mama Doris. Mama Doris.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Greetings to everyone, to Martin, the callers, and the listeners. Is the question, Mama Doris? I'm gonna answer the question, then I have a comment. Her question was: is one Black life worth bringing in the National Guard? Is that correct, Mama Doris?
To save one Black life.
Life worth saving. Worth saving.
Then my answer would be yes. However, and I've changed my mind on this. I've changed my mind, and I was on the fence, and I'm close to the fence. If I tripped and fall, I'd probably fall up against the fence. But I say, yeah, okay, let's do National Guard so we can get this fixed. However, people forget, and this gets back, I'm going to say this quick and I'm gone. Martin, you mentioned the killings in the 70s and the 80s and the early 90s. And I remember as a kid watching the news, people, dead bodies found here, dead bodies found there. But you have to understand, Chicago is an old mob city. It used to be a strong La Cosa Nostra in Chicago. And in the early 90s, that status began to wane due to the Chicago police, the FBI, and the IRS conducted something called the Family Secrets Investigation that targeted Tony Accardo and the descendants of Frank Nitti in Chicago. And a lot of those murders that they were known to be behind, a lot of those murders subsided. And if you also recall, a spin-off investigation was the something called Operation Greylord, and that was other murders were tied to the corruption of Chicago's Cook County court system, where they had arrested so many judges that they had to go to Wisconsin and counties outside of Cook County just to get judges to try cases. So what's my point in saying all this? The reason that I'm cautious with the National Guard, and I'll declare that yes, I'll support the National Guard coming in here. But you mean to tell me that these governmental, state and federal police agencies can solve the crimes of corrupt Cook County court system and the mafia that's been in this city for over 100 years, and they can't solve gun crime in the city of Chicago? Not only that, but they solved it without the help of the National Guard. So maybe I got the tinfoil kufi on, maybe I don't, but I'll support the National Guard, but I do so with extreme caution. And I'll mute my line.
Okay. Mama Doris, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think what he just said?
Yeah, I mean, he makes a valid point. But you know what we have to understand? These people, this system, under this system of racism and white supremacy, it does not care if we exist.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this stuff is engineered.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is that we have to value our lives, value one Black life. If you value one Black life, if you can do that, then you can value 1,000 Black lives. We are going to have to value ourselves enough to the point of forcing those people, in this case, the National Guard, the government, to protect us until we can get this under control. It's out of control right now. Let's just try to get it under control so we can save our people, save our young people. And then, as I said earlier, then we need to come together as a community collectively and discuss what's going on. Because there are solutions to this. They are not going to come up with the solution because they don't want the solution because they want us to become extinct. But we've got to get smart and realize what's going on with us. We are in a war inside of the community and outside of the community. So what are we going to do inside of the community ourselves to try to save us so that we won't continue to be victims of all of this, because we're all victims. That's all I'm saying. I'm not in love with the National Guard. And as the brother said earlier, these people are not going to be carrying on like they're carrying on when they bring the National Guard in here. I have been a part of a National Guard being brought into a city, and it shuts everything down. So if we can shut it down and it saves one life, then I am for it. I'm not in love with these people. I'm in love with my people. I'm tired of us going through what we're going through. I'm tired of us losing our young children, our young boys in particular. I mean, black men, black boys. I mean, it should be a state of the emergency declared in America by the government, but the government is a part of this. So we're going to have to declare that state of emergency and get control of our communities and get control of our children. The community, black folks, we are all that we have, and we can save ourselves. But right now, we need help. We need a whole lot of help. So if it saves one life, bring in the National Guard. And on that note, you all have a wonderful evening. It's been I enjoyed talking to you, but all I'm trying to get us to understand is that we're not valuing black life.
Okay, thank you, Mama
All right,
Doris.
thank you for the program. Thank you for the program.
I already said that.
I believe that there's more crime going on in Chicago than there is regular business. For real.
No, I mean, come on. I said for the longest.
More crime going on than regular business.
Said for the longest.
You're right.
You got all these people. They don't give a damn. I've said that continuously, but then, you got no faith in our people. Just because you don't live in the hood, blah, blah, blah. All this that I was being told, and I'm sitting here like, okay, you have a lot of people that, we do care. We don't want to see these children out here getting killed. But on the same token, we don't want to get terrorized and lose our lives either trying to stand up for someone else. Okay, you got these so-called parents that didn't parent their children because they wasn't parented, and now you got these little teenage terrorists out here that are like third-generation terrorists. So it comes to the point of self-preservation, and that's what's going on in Black America today. Self-preservation. If I got to live in Black America, I'm going to have to function like this to save myself, to not bring that pressure upon myself and my loved ones, my circle. I mean, am I right or wrong?
Well, let me say this, people. I'm for my people. I pray that we get it together. I know that we are a sick people, and I have to say that trauma passed down for many generations. The way I see it, I see the problems that we have. As a Black man, I said, what can I do to help not just my immediate family, but my overall family that looks like me? I'm not concerned about if the troops come here and pick up migrants, illegal migrants. That's not my concern at all tonight. And I'm taking a position, as George Blakemore say, I'm being selfish tonight. Well, what do you mean, Martin? Selfish? I'm only thinking about our people, my own people that look like me. That's what I'm concerned about tonight. I'm not thinking about no Brown at all. At all. Well, Mark, you sound biased. I may be. But tonight, I'm thinking about my people. When my people, blood is spilt on the city of Chicago on the grounds, no one says anything. And Doris asked the question. If the National Guards come here, if it could save one black boy, teenager, man from getting killed, it was worth it. It was worth them coming here. Some of you don't know the pain, and even myself, in losing a loved one to gun violence. I'm talking about a son, lost a brother to violence, a son, a nephew to violence. That someone get killed, you lose a child, a son, man, that pain is terrible. From all the parents down through the years, all the parents, including my sister, that lost a son, which is my nephew, to gunshot violence. My first cousin lost a son to gunshot violence. And both of them had never been the same. And they both had one thing in common. I'm telling you, this true experience. They say that the pain that they're experiencing, have experienced, they don't wish it on their worst enemy. And all I'm praying in my mind when they told me, I said, Lord, I don't ever want to experience that. If they saying it's like that, I don't ever want to experience. As these my blood relatives, I can't tell them I understand. I'm trying to understand. And hopefully that I would never understand, experience it, get the full understanding of it by experiencing it. Now, for those of us that's out here talking, if you ain't lost no loved one, preferably a child, or son, or close relatives, you probably won't know that pain that's going on. So a lot of people hurting. I value black lives. That's why I had them little thing. I love being black. You know, that's why I say things like some people don't care about black people. They don't care about them people that got 5 people got shot on 35th. As long as it's not their relatives and their close friends, they don't care because they don't value black lives. I'm telling you, people, they don't value black lives. Period. And a lot of us, we're not going to publicly say it, but our actions shows that we don't value black lives. And I kept saying for the last 3 to 4 days, are you satisfied what's going on here in the city of Chicago? Are you really satisfied? Now, 206 said tonight, and I agree with you 100%. I'm a little leery. I'm a little leery of the National Guards coming here. But if it could save one mother or father going down to the corners and identifying their son or daughter, I'm for it. That's how much I value life. But I'm also on the flip side of that. It might take some sacrifices, people, to get this thing back on track in our race, in our culture. Because it's out of hand, people. And y'all know it and I know it. Marcus said it tonight.
It definitely is.
Marcus said it tonight. What about the victims? No one really wants to talk about the victims. And when you see that big gun put in your face and say, get out of your car, that's no good feeling. It happened to me. When you get a gunshot wound and all that gunpowder and residue, that bullet burning inside your insides, man, listen, what about the victims? That's all I'm saying, people. We have to value black lives. Now, I understand that we have a personal vendetta against Trump, but Trump ain't racism bias. It's a system, people. And I'm trying to explain to you guys, it's a system that works together to keep us down. Now, I'm not saying here in America, old timer, Sarge, that you cannot be successful 206. Yes, you can. But as a group, they're not having it. They're not having it at all. They'll let a few people be great to make it look good for the numbers. See Obama, you see Michael Jordan, you see Oprah Winfrey, you see the rappers, you see the basketball players. Just do the right thing and you can be just like them. We know it's not that easy. Black people, let me tell y'all something. We have no friends. Brown is not our friend. I'm sorry. We know the whites are not our friend. We don't have no friends. Even some of us that look just like me, we're not friends. They don't like us. I'm talking about people that's foundation Black Americans. They don't like blacks, man. You can see it on the job. They get on the job. They begin to talk about other blacks. Talk down on them in front of white people. Oh, I'm not like them. I grew up like that, but I changed. You know, listen, white people will accept you as long as they can use you and get some things out of you. But once they're done with you, they're going to show you who they really are. They're going to show you. And I'm telling the truth. Now, are we willing to accept help? If we don't want this help coming from the troops, that means we are satisfied for the way things are going here in the city of Chicago, period. Ain't no middle ground. Ain't no fence. It's either yes or no. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to let y'all ride the fence on this one. It's either yes or no. And I'm with Mama Doris. If it could save, if the National Guards come here tomorrow or today, and all while they're here, and if they can save some young Black men or older men, it's worth it. It's worth it. I value Black life. I value Black life. It's worth it, people. Listen, the way we going, the rate we going, people getting shot and killed every day, brother. What type of message is being sent to our young people? They don't value life. Anytime a man can go down on 35th Street and State, or woman, and just shoot into a crowd of people that they don't know, don't even know you exist, and just start shooting because there's a lot of people out there. Something is wrong with that person. We have to address that issue. Anytime a young man is diagnosed with some type of mental illness and he's on medication, now he's of age that he wants to smoke weed, and plus he's still on his medication. Now he wants to drink and lean and listen to all this provocative music, shoot, kill, all that. He or she is a waiting time bomb, waiting to explode, period. This is what we're dealing with, people. Something has to be done, Black men. Something has to be. And I'm not blaming the men, but we got to step up, people. We got to step up. We have to. Everybody have to do their part. Old timer got on here the other night. Martin, well, you need to talk to the game bangers. And you know what I said? I said, we all have them in our family. Let us start with our own family. Don't put it on no one individual. Some of us have family members that's about that life. We don't even talk to them. They can't come over our house. We don't trust them. And I understand. But if you're going to save somebody, start at your own home, your own family. If you're afraid to say something to a person who you call YN, say it to your own family members. At least you know they won't kill you, buck up at you. Some of us won't even do that. They won't even do that. Now, The young lady, 6154, she said her son was hanging with some gangbangers. And she checked them. And I said, hold it. Now, your son might be calling himself a gangbang too as well. She said, yeah, you're right. So we got to be real careful, people. We're looking for a change in our people. Aren't you tired of looking at these Facebook Live people with blood all over the ground of black men and black women, especially innocent black men and innocent black women? I just want to say that. Now, we understand that if you're a drill rapper, you probably about that life, toting guns, talking about who you gonna kill, who you have killed. We expect you to not to be here too long. But if you're doing everything, going to school, respecting your parents, not stealing, robbing, snatching and grabbing and all that, we expect a long life for you unless you become sick or be in some type of tragic accident. You shouldn't be dead if you're doing the right thing. You said, well, what do you mean? Going to school, minding your business, doing what your mama, listen to your parents and all that. But you step out the door, there's a rapid gunfire, and now you get shot, an innocent person. How long are we going to allow innocent people that's not a part of this life get killed and we just brush it off? We go get some balloons. We go get a cardboard cutout of them. We zigzag down the street. We mess up traffic. We partying and all that. But when he was here, we didn't have nothing to say to him. We didn't even say we love him. When was the last time as a black man and a black woman, you told somebody that you love them? Now, I ain't talking about the one that you sleeping in the bed sharing your bedroom with. When was the last time you told another brother when you were sober? You got this drunk mind too. Some people wait till they get drunk and they start saying, I love you. They love everybody when they're drunk. But when they sober, they ain't gonna say nothing. So my point is, people, as Mama Dora said tonight, we have to value black lives. Okay? So I'm gonna leave that with you guys tonight. And I think I'm gonna cut it off right here. And I think I've been on here, let me see, 2 hours and 43 minutes. And the only favor that I'm asking you, I'm not passing around the collection plate. I'm not asking you to Zelle me or Cash App or PayPal. All the thing I'm asking you guys is subscribe to my YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, hit the like button, hit the share button. That's all I'm asking. No money. That shouldn't be hard to do. Shouldn't be hard to do at all. So I want to thank you guys. This is a very a painful situation to talk about, but it's necessary. Chicago probably would never be the same once the troops come into this place the next day or two or whatever. Never be the same. Now, most people say, well, once the troops leave, things might go back the same. Now, what if it don't go back the same? What if a change start developing? Then what? Then what, people? People, so the scripture said, hold on, Pastor. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Some of you talk righteousness, but you dwell in unrighteousness. Seriously. You talk truth, but guess what? You're not living, some of y'all not living the truth. You say you love black people, but you don't speak to black people. You can't stand them because they're not like you, because they're not civilized like you. One person said that the world is a big stage and everybody have their role to play. We're going to have some fornicators out here. We're going to have some adulterers out here. We're going to have some murders out here. We're going to have some thugs out here. We're going to have some homosexuals out here. We're going to have some lesbians out here. We're going to have some crooked cops. We're going to have some crooked police. We're going to have some crooked pastors. We're going to have some failing schools. We're going to have some disenfranchised neighborhoods. We're going to have that, people. It's going to always, sin's going to be here until God come back. It's going to be here. Now, we have to do our part to make this place, while we're here, a better place. Now, if you got that sweet by and by mentality, you don't care about this place, and I'm going to get mine on the other side. Okay, go ahead. Get yours on the other side. But while I'm here, I'm trusting God while I'm down here on earth that things can get better by me doing better. But some folks that just totally threw in the towel and say, hey, I give up. I'm not giving up. I'm not allowing a video of 5 people getting shot on State Street having me hate my own kind. I'm not going to allow a video of me watching my people acting crazy on 69th and the Red Line, fighting the security guards, the dogs, whatever. I'm not going to, because I know that doesn't represent all of us. I know better. I know that. You should know that. But we still should honor Black lives, people. Please do. Please do. I work for an organization. It's a violence prevention organization. But only time I'm going to execute violence is in self-defense. And that's my God-given right. Now, any other outside of that, I'm going to do my best to try to de-escalate it, walk away from it, and all that. But at the same time, I will defend myself at all costs. And I always say this, and I'll let you come on, old timer, as just as much as you're ready to kill, young man, old man, middle-aged man, you should be ready to die at any time. And we just had this conversation. I was at a family reunion today, and I was speaking to some old timers. I said, have you guys ever noticed any real shooters? They always die with the gun on them. One brother was telling me today, some of you might know the story, but I won't mention no names. He was sitting in the car and got shot up. And when the police got him out the car, the ambulance got him out, he had the gun between his legs. He was never able to grab it to shoot back or try to defend himself. And sometimes that gun could be on your body. If it ain't in your hand, it might be too late. And most times it's too late. Old time, I'm gonna close it out with you. Come on, real quick, because I got to get out of here.
No, I think what you said is well. I can reserve my comment to the next time that you come on. I'm gonna go with what you said, and I'll let that rest with that.
Okay,
but
thank you.
I do have something to say, but I'll wait till next time.
Okay, thank you.
You already know what it is.